Hello and welcome everyone to the Australian Summer of Cricket. It's officially underway, which is absolutely awesome. And as per usual, we're going to be getting stuck in to the Australian Summer of Cricket by playing through it in video game form. So of course, I will be controlling Australia throughout this series. We're going to be playing somewhere between hard and hardest difficulty. I've got the sliders adjusted a little bit, so we might not get too many issues with balls going through bats and things like that. But Sri Lanka, they've won the toss. They're going to bowl first here. And we're going to get underway in this T20 series. So this is an interesting way for Australia to kick off their summer. A couple of 2020s in a row. You will, of course, later tonight be seeing the official 2020s between Australia and Sri Lanka. And I've tried to match my team as best to what I think their teams are going to be. I'm recording these in advance, so if there are any inconsistencies between the real world and what I'm doing in the video game, that's fine, because this is just a video game, as I said. But we're going to commentate over the top of it as if it is a real match, and hopefully we get some exciting outcomes. So Malinga to Finch to open things off and start us off here today. And that is a quality shot through the covers by Aaron Finch, sort of between cover and point. Gets Australia off the mark with a boundary. And just a little bit of a slow start here for Australia. Almost 12 deliveries gone and just the 7 runs. Another boundary for Aaron Finch, who's looking quite dominant early. I'm thinking he's in for a big summer of cricket, especially with Australia starting off with some short form stuff. And then he's got the big bash, of course. Captain of the Melbourne Renegades. Defending champs, of course, the Gades. Should be an interesting summer. Here's a leg spinner in, just 3 overs in. And David Warner finally getting in on the act. Cutting that one for 4. It's just a beautiful shot off the back foot, cutting it away. That's obviously where one of Warner's big strengths is the big shout. And the finger goes up. So Sri Lanka get their first wicket. It is a big one. It is David Warner. We know how explosive he can be and how well his World Cup was with Aaron Finch. They had a great World Cup. Didn't have a great Ashes series. Warner goes for 5. Decided to not review this one, and we've had a look at the ball tracking. It's shown the ball was going over the top of the stumps. So disappointment there from Warner. It brings Ben McDermott to the crease, who is the new man in for Australia. I think he's going to get some opportunities during this T20 tournament, little mini tournament, I guess. Or this T20 series. Obviously, we've seen no Darcy Short, no Chris Lynn. So Ben McDermott, one of the guys who is going to be able to get their opportunity, I think, for Australia. And hopefully he can pile on some runs here as Aaron Finch continues to absolutely tear this Sri Lankan field apart in the power play. Hitting the ball into the gaps for 4. Moves to 25 runs from just 18 deliveries. And again, through mid-on. No fielder down there. This time it's Ben McDermott. That'll be 4 more. We have seen McDermott really explode in the Big Bash the last couple of years. He just has some really powerful innings. He's sort of hit or miss at times, I guess, like some of the other big-time players. Finch edges and he's gone. And we have seen, I guess, some of those real explosive players. They can, especially like a Glenn Maxwell as well. Darcy Short, probably one of the most consistent players. Disappointing for him to miss out on this T20 squad. But yeah, McDermott, he can really hit a ball hard and hit the ball very far and make some big runs. I think he's been playing for the Brisbane Heat as well, has he? I'm not too sure on that one. Probably making things up as we go along. But he's top edged that one for 4. As he tries to chop it to the onside, almost swat it. It's a very T20 shot, just trying to get any kind of bat on the ball. This will be some overthrows. They'll pick up a single, or will they? It's going to be tight as a direct hit. And I think somehow at the end of all that, Ben McDermott has been run out. Oh, this is absolutely stiff. A fantastic throw in from the deep. Might have been Malinga. And it is given out. So Ben McDermott going to have to go. No ball there. So the catch will be taken, but the single will stand. Steve Smith, and this time he's just chipped it straight back to the bowler. So he's out. 4 down, Australia. Talk about the luck going not their way. Obviously, Ben McDermott. There's another wicket. Alex Carey goes pretty quick. No, Australia not sticking around at the crease too long. They're just playing maybe a little too aggressive at this point. Ashton Turner, the other man at the crease. We've seen a few wickets drop very quickly, so haven't really noticed who's come in. Carey and Turner were there at the moment. Now Maxwell in, and he's just smashed it straight in the air and out. First ball. Australia have gone very quickly to 6 for 74. All of a sudden, things have changed quite dramatically. It was a big full toss that he's missed out on. And the fans at the Adelaide Oval here starting to get a little bit of a murmur around the ground as Mitch Starc comes in, and he's out as well. Oh, wickets tumbling for Australia. The bowlers are now well and truly in, and they might need a little cameo here from a Cummins or Billy Stanlake to do something, because at the moment, Australia underneath 100 runs. They're 7 for 77. That's not going to be a competitive total at the moment. As Cummins comes in with Turner, who we've seen hit some pretty big scores over in India and Pakistan earlier on in the year in Australia's build-up to the World Cup. Didn't quite make it into the World Cup squad, but we've seen Ashton Turner does have some big hitting in him. I think he was one of the factors that turned Australia's one-day form around. Australia had lost so many one-day games in a row, and then they headed into the World Cup on almost a 10 or 12 game winning streak. So they were in very good form. And Ashton Turner was one of the men who didn't necessarily win a spot into that World Cup side as he nicks this one behind, but he was definitely an influential factor in a couple of those games to just give Australia some momentum in a game that they didn't think they were going to win. It might have been against India or against Pakistan. There was a game where we definitely looked absolutely dead and gone. Pat Cummins out. And Australia at the moment, they're not looking in too good shape. They're 9 down for just 101 runs. Andrew Tye, he's out as well. So Australia all out for 101. 15 overs. That's all it took. Australia's batting, not good at all. I think they started quite well. The opening partnership wasn't too bad, but after that, Australia find themselves all out for 101, and it's going to be up to their quicks. And this man, Mitchell Starc, how well can they hold off this Sri Lankan side? They've got to chase 102. You think the way Australia win is if they knock them over and bowl them out. But the challenge is now set. Can Australia defend this? Gunatalaka gets that through the gap. That'll be 4. First runs for the Sri Lankan side. Whoa, that's close. I think it's just a plain a miss. Umpire says not out. Hit at that ball. Straight to cover. The first wicket falls. In the opening over, Sri Lanka 1 for 4. Mitchell Starc gets the breakthrough. Gunatalaka goes for 4. And see this one, just trying to smash that ball through the covers. The fielder's there, gets low. Just the one hand. I think it's Glenn Maxwell just takes that catch, and pretty happy about that one. Oh, there was still a ball left to go in the over. And the new man did it for 4. So, a good start. I guess both sides. Obviously, Sri Lanka only needing 102 runs. If they can get a few of these 10 run overs, 10 runs off an overs, they'll put themselves in, obviously, a very strong position, provided they don't lose too many wickets. And this could be a wicket as well. The wicket is taken. The catch is taken. Samara Wikarama gonna go. Mitch Starc gets his second. There's a big full toss. Again, Sri Lankans looking to really hit these balls through the air, and Andrew Tye at square leg just takes the catch comfortably. So Sri Lanka now 2 for 17. Pereira to the crease, and he hits a boundary first ball. Oh, that's a good shot. Over the top through cover for 4. And it really will just take one partnership, you feel, for Sri Lanka to win this game. Australia, they lost almost 7 for 30, I think, towards the end. And that was just a real demise of their batting. If Australia are going to win, they're going to need to take, well, you'd probably say 3 wickets for 15-ish. If they're any sort of a hope, there's a top edge, but just the 1 run. At the moment, it looks like it's going to be an easy Sri Lankan victory. They don't need to take too many risks. That's a quality shot down the ground. That'll be 4. Just needing 4.3 runs per over. So it's not a dramatic chase required. There's 4 again. And they're 2 for 44, just 5 overs in. Inside the power play, haven't lost too many wickets. There's an outside edge. And there is the catch by Alex Carey. So it's Mitchell Starc getting his 3rd. He's got all 3 wickets to his name so far. Australia probably going to bowl him out pretty quick smart. Just a little outside edge, flashing outside off. And Carey takes a good catch above his head. Hit the Jukes out in front. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. Oh, we'll get it wrong. Fernando hits his first ball for 4 through mid-wicket. 3 for 50 Sri Lanka. 50 up. Quick smart. 7 overs gone. Australia just trying to defend runs though. We really need to put some men out on the boundary. The power play's finished. I don't know what they're doing. There's a big shout from Mitch Starc. It was close. Not out. This time, another big shout. This looks much closer. The finger goes up. Starc has 4 wickets. All 4 wickets for Australia. Pereira goes for 28. Sri Lanka 4 for 58. And are Australia maybe just a smidgen of a chance? If they can get 1 or 2 more really quickly, you just maybe think they've got the quality to take these wickets. But it's still a long way away, and Sri Lanka still only need 40-odd runs. 35 runs here. It's Fernando and Shanaka at the crease. Big shout there from Ty. Not out. He's done some good efforts off his own bowling. This time Cummins. And he might have created a chance. The Australians are going up. Could this be a run out? Oh, he's just stepped outside the crease. Oh, drama here for Sri Lanka at the Adelaide Oval. Shanaka goes for 7. Sri Lanka 5 for 70. But they've still obviously got 5 wickets in hand. Just needing a further 30-odd runs with 10 overs to go. There's just absolutely no rush to do anything. Fernando, though, has chipped this ball straight back to Pat Cummins. So they're 6 down now. And Australia with a little bit of hope. All of a sudden, these wickets, they're just getting into the bowlers. And if they just leave too much to do for the bowlers, Australia could sense a bit of a chance and an opportunity. This game has once again turned on its head. That's good bowling again. The very next ball. Oh, high up and under. Is there a man in the deep? There's not. It's 6. 16 more runs. Maxwell into the attack. This one hits straight down the throat of deep cover. And oh, Andrew Ty's dropped it. Very disappointing. And now a chance at the bowler's end. Maxwell throws the stumps down. There's a run out. Oh dear. Australia thought they'd lost their opportunity when Ty dropped that ball at third man. And then he just threw it beautifully to Maxwell, who just throws down the stumps from a metre away. Didn't need to do too much. And we'll see the run out given here. Oh dear. What were they thinking there, Sri Lanka? They only need 15 odd runs. Well, 14 runs to win the game. They've still got 3 wickets in hand. Kumara to the crease. He's only made 4 runs in his life. All of a sudden, Maxwell is, I don't know what he's doing, but he's just creating an opportunity. This one, again, there's a man down there. He should cover this. There's 14 more runs, 13 runs now required for Sri Lanka. This one in the air. Man getting underneath it at mid-off. Long off. Should take the catch. And, oh, it's been put down by Stanlake. And, oh dear. That's a missed opportunity for the Aussies. That catch dropped. That's 2 drop catches for Australia. They've cost them 5 runs. This one hit straight to mid-wicket again. But the fielder's got no, he can't do anything about it. Mitch Starc, he just got stuck. And ends up being a dot ball. So a couple of drop chances for Australia. This time, Ty gets the wicket with a slow ball. Bowled with an outside edge. And Sri Lanka now 8 down. So they've just got 2 more wickets in hand. There's still 9 runs to get. But Australia are backing themselves in this situation. They've got the fielders covered. Malinga's there. No, he's not that good with the bat. Oh, that's a good shot though. That'll be 4. Just 2 straight from Maxwell. 2 to win. And this should just be a single. So they score. They tie the game up. Sri Lanka still 2 wickets in hand. This is an opportunity. Is it a catch? It's a catch. The Australians go up. I don't think there was any bat involved though. Might have just been straight off the pad. And Andrew Ty, this one goes over his head. They scurry through for 1 and Sri Lanka get the first win of the series. They lead this 1-0 now. They've got the first win in what was a thrilling game against Australia. Just 2 wickets is all they had left in the tank as the Aussies managed to just have a really, really poor performance with the bat. Just 101 runs to their name. 3 for 19, Kumara and Rajita as well there, 3 for 21. So lots of wickets falling for Australia in quick, smart amount of time. Just 3 players for them scoring more than 10 runs for the Australians. And the highest score in the match was actually Aaron Finch's 33, with Pereira's 28 for Sri Lanka being the next best. So very difficult batting conditions, obviously, but maybe some poor batting as well from both these sides. At the end of the day, it is Sri Lanka getting up over Australia by 2 wickets, and they lead this series 1-0. What will happen in the real world? Tune in tonight to find out. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.